12. Garden of the Gods. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, this piece of gorgeous, nearly untouched wilderness has many legends and folklore which surround it. The Native American Ute tribe is rumored to be responsible for the cryptic etchings found along the park's red rock walls, as well as several carefully conceived fire rings, which date back over 3,000 years. This national natural landmark is said to be sacred ground by many Native American tribes. Some call this land the Crossroads. Even the mightiest of Native warriors would sheath their swords and quell their arrows upon entering this holy land. The Manitou Springs, an intermountain trail known as the Ute Pass, are said to contain the most petroglyphs, but few are able to decipher the stories which swell inside the ancient images. 11. The Painted Hills. Part of the John Day Fossil Beds National Monument, located inside Wheeler County, Oregon, these hills, which appear to be painted by the gods, are listed as one of the 7 wonders of Oregon. The layers of lavish color ingrained into the beds of sprawling rock were formed when the area was an ancient river floodplain. The black soil is lignite, which was a vegetable matter known for growing along the base of the floodplain. The gray colors are comprised of mudstone, siltstone, and shale. The red is laterite soil formed through natural deposits inside the earth. There are fossils of early horses, camels, rhinoceroses, and many more bones trapped inside the stones to be found here. This land is a paleontologist's dream world. 10. Sonoran Desert. Finally, a desert. Now we're talking. This gorgeous landmass covers a large portion of the southwestern United States and is well known as a serene place of quiet and stunning natural beauty. Here in this desert, the stars shine like you've never seen. Sunsets are rumored to be beyond astounding. Haboobs, monsoons, saguaros, Joshua trees, organ pipe cactus, and all those timid desert flowers which bloom in nearly every shade of the rainbow. The full desert spans about 260,000 square miles, but the coniferous Arizona mountain forests are said to be the most ravishing to behold. Find over 60 species of mammals, 350 species of birds, 20 amphibian creatures, over 100 different kinds of reptiles, 30 native fish, over 1,000 native types of bees, and more than 2,000 native plant species. 9. Gila Cliff Dwellings. Get ready, we're going subterranean for this next ravishing piece of American beauty. This United States National Monument was established primarily to protect the Mogollon Cliff Dwellings, which run along the Gila River in New Mexico. The 533-acre park is full of rivers, forests, animals, plants, and all kinds of natural beauty. However, the real attraction resides beneath those lush green fields and towering canyons of rock. Over 750 years ago, hunter-gatherer communities frequented this sacred place, especially the Mogollon Native Americans. A plethora of ruins remains from this ancient culture, deep inside the mountain stones. Archaeologists have unearthed 46 rooms in the 5 caves, which make up the Cliff Dweller Canyon alone. And those ruins are only the beginning. There's the TJ Ruins, the Woody Corral, the 3 Mile Ruin, the Cosgrove Ruin, and so much more. 8. Monterey Bay. This bay, known as Monterey, can be found in the northern end of California's central coast and is rumored to contain one of the largest underwater canyons on the entire planet. Find this world under the sea off the coast of Moss Landing, exactly in the very center of Monterey Bay. The marine life here is said to be mind-blowing. Species include sea otters, harbor and elephant seals, bottlenose dolphins, sharks, and humpback and killer whales, just to name a very select few. Kelp here is said to grow as tall as trees, forming what some call the kelp forest. The water flows in crystal waves, and if the devastatingly beautiful scenery isn't enough for you, try out the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which is famed nearly the world over. 7. Yellowstone. This national park is huge. Like really, really huge. The whole park is nearly 3,500 square miles. This park has everything nature has to offer. Lakes, forests, rivers, mountains, a geyser called Old Faithful, the Morning Glory Pool, the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, and the Grand Prismatic Spring are just a few of the natural beauties which place this national park on the map. If you're into archaeology, there are over 1,000 archaeological sites. There's also the largest supervolcano on the continent to be explored here, as well as hundreds of species in mammals, birds, fish, and reptiles, some of which are endangered. Yellowstone Lake is one of the highest elevation lakes in North America. 6. Turnip Rock on Lake Huron. Lake Huron is one of America's 5 Great Lakes. It comprises the easterly portion of Lake Michigan, but the real beauty lives inside the lake, near Port Austin. It is called Turnip Rock. Eroded by watery waves over the course of thousands and thousands of years is this freestanding rock. The popular outdoor destination is well known by locals for its scenic views and crystal clear waters. You can only reach this coveted landmass by boat. Once there, climbing the rocky ledges reveal a stunning forest nearly untouched by time or filthy human hands. The geological formation is a lesser-known American beauty, but still one of the best, especially for those who thrive in the outdoors. 5. Castle Rock in Grove County. Eons ago, as the stories say, an ancient sea covered nearly all of the Midwest. Inside this lush grove, found in Kansas, a maddening array of chalk deposits span nearly 11 miles and are said to be breathtakingly beautiful. There are limestone pillars which tower over the nearby Badlands of the Smoky Hills region. But the big sensation here is Castle Rock, a landmark on the Butterfield Overland Dispatch route, known by many as the Overland Trail. Castle Rock's name hails from its resemblance to a castle, rising above the prairie. This place of natural divinity is one of the 8 wonders of Kansas. 4. Yosemite Valley. From the lush groves which dwell inside the mountainous world of Northern California comes this monumentally gorgeous national park. Enter through the tunnel view. Take either of the hiking trail loops which stay within the valley and lead to the trailheads, which forces visitors to travel upwards for some truly scenic wonders. Yosemite Falls is the highest waterfall in all of North America. The valley is around 8 miles long and nearly a full mile deep. Some of the best summits are rumored to be the Half Dome, Cathedral Rocks, Three Brothers, and El Capitan. There are over 10 wondrous waterfalls, endless mountain rocks, gorges and canyons, as well as so many pine trees, it'll make your head spin. 3. Horseshoe Bend. This next place of intensive American beauty can be found in the bend of the Colorado River from the Arizona side, pretty darn close to that illustrious world of rock known as the Grand Canyon. This formation of land is, as you may have guessed, in the shape of a horseshoe. The bend is located approximately 5 miles downstream from the Glen Canyon Dam and Lake Powell. The hike for access is roughly 1.5 miles, and from what the stories say, is well worth the effort. The magnificent overlook is from 4,200 feet above sea level and allows for a view of nearly the entire span of the massive National State Park. The steep cliffs which rise above Horseshoe Bend come in a dazzling array of colors, thanks to all those lovely minerals. 2. Watkins Glen State Park. This devastatingly beautiful glimpse into the splendor of Mother Nature can be found in Schuyler County, New York, inside the Finger Lakes region. The centerpiece of this luxurious park of all things nature is a 400-foot gorge cut through the mountainous rocks by Glen Creek, which formed from melting glaciers. Rapids and waterfalls grow wild here. The rocks are mostly soft shales, with several layers of color-changing sandstone and limestone. There are 3 gorgeous trails to enter the cavern of the gorge. Indian Trails takes you through the forest. Gorge Trail follows closest to the stream and runs over the park's 19 waterfalls by way of stone bridges and over 800 stone steps. Finally, there is the Finger Lakes Trail, an 800-mile system of outdoor bliss. 1. Zion. This national park can be found in Utah. It spans nearly 230 square miles and is filled with astounding formations of canyons, as well as lush forests and stunning wildlife. There are approximately 290 species of birds, 75 mammals, including 20 distinct species of bats, and 32 unique breeds of reptiles, as well as oodles and oodles of plants. The park is so immense, it's best to navigate through the 4 life zones. There's the desert portion, the riparian world, the woodland spaces, and the coniferous forests. There are mountains to climb, canyons to explore, buttes to rest on, rivers to ride, and natural arches to take your breath away. Truly a sight to behold, and an entire world of outdoor beauty to explore. Zion is a definite must-see.